All right, Sean, thank you for coming through. Welcome.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Cheers.
the whole point of today is just to go through your journey, your thought processes prior to looking for PT, and just your life currently. So that we'll try to fit all of that in.
Yeah.
So you found me on Facebook.
Yeah.
You're actively looking for a PT. Now that is to actively look, and then it takes a big step to be like, yeah, I am doing this. So you never knew me from a bar of soap.
No.
You were looking for a PT. I popped up. What drew you in order, to come to me in the first place?
Yeah, I think first and foremost was obviously the post about the 12-week challenge.
Yeah.
It was definitely something at that point that I was looking to kind of kickstart my kind of fitness career, if you will. Kind of fitness journey. And definitely kind of the way that you kind of portrayed that in terms of the one-to-one sessions, the group PT sessions, which was a major thing for me as well, because kind of socially in the gym and stuff like that, it was something that like I would never do. Like, you would hardly see me in the gym, never mind being social or in that kind of social setting. So that was something that I thought, try something different. Like, push yourself out your comfort zone. And that's why kind of I reached out and thought this was probably going to be the best way to get into it and start. Also seen a couple of the kind of transformations that you had on your page as well, and I thought, right, well, being in the place that I was in back then, this is 100% the guy that's going to get me to where I need to be and where I want to be. So that was probably the main kind of motivating factors that drove me to reaching out.
So I don't know if you really a lot has happened since you've started with me. It was September, October of last year.
Something like that, yeah.
So a lot has happened since then in terms of what you've signed up for, what you're going to be doing. Yeah. But before we even go into that, you started your process with me at about 119, 120 kgs.
Yeah.
When we finished the 12-week program, you got under the I
think we were under the 110 kg mark.
Yeah.
I think we were sitting roughly about 109 or something like that.
Okay, so it was 11 kgs in the 12-week period. Again, not starving yourself, I mean, I think you were quite shocked with the eating plan that you had.
100%. Like, from kind of previous experiences, I've done it so wrong before, and it's never kind of been a proper set out process. And I think that's like 100% one of the reasons that I've stuck it out so long, is because we've put a proper plan in place and it's changed the way that I think about it.
And then, so that was 109 when you finished that. And then when you were training for Hyrox, I even said to you, let's not even worry about, but do you know more or less what happened through the Hyrox period? Did you stay around the 109?
Yeah, I think we put that weight loss kind of on the back burner for Hyrox. And we really wanted to fuel that and focus on kind of the performance aspect of that. So we kind of stayed about the 108, 109 mark, which 100% okay with. Like, I think the mindset shift is moved away from it being all about weight loss to actually achieving things that you never thought were going to be possible. And if weight loss is on the back burner because of that, then I'm okay with that.
So I want to touch base with your Hyrox experience. You came to me with little to no knowledge of the fitness game in terms of what you needed to do. You were lacking motivation prior to coming to me. I think your whole mindset shifted, especially when I was like, okay, we're going to do Hyrox. And then you signed up, and I think the reality kicked in. You're like, okay, well, I better turn it up a notch, which is why I believe people need to sign up for things. But without going too much into that, let's stick with you and the Hyrox. So you started training, you were pushing yourself, you elevated yourself on a new level in terms of training for that. Your mindset definitely did shift in terms of what you wanted to achieve. It wasn't just to finish. You wanted to do it in a good fashion, which you ultimately did. When you finished, and the reason why I'm going, I always speak about why I do what I do. And I think that moment will stick with me probably for the rest of my life. Is that initial when I was waiting for you at the end. I don't know if you remember the amounts of joy you had. You came and gave me a huge hug. Like I was just like, hey, well done, and you were like, yeah, like it was surreal because no matter how small Hyrox seems to maybe some people, it was a huge turning point for you, I believe.
Yeah.
And now changing your whole thought process and what you as a human being are capable of within the fitness realm. Take me back to that emotion when you just finished. So you ran up because it is. Yes, they do hearten the emotion by a new finisher, but take me through that for that final. You've done your last wall ball. You run in. Talk me about that emotion.
Yeah, it was absolutely unreal. Like I think that's the most proud I've ever been of myself and kind of the most emotional I've ever got doing something like that. But just the buzz that I had that day, that like looking back 3 months ago, like I was really, really struggling in terms of kind of taking it serious or anything like that, or even the thought of being able to finish it. To go out and smashing it on the day, it was just surreal for me. And as soon as I seen you guys, and I was like, this is what it's all about, like, and it was just an amazing buzz, like so good, and I would recommend it generally to anybody. And
so now you're in full swing of the community, the health and fitness community that I'm blessed to have sort of created. I mean, I've obviously implemented a few things that have brought a lot of people together, and the half marathon now is your next target.
Yeah.
Again, you probably never thought that you would run, especially a 21-kilometer run, but you've signed up for that now, so that's your next thing.
Yeah.
I suppose that speaks for itself. But the question that I want you to answer, but almost what I've been recommending, is say it like you want to try inspire someone to come out of their shell, how you have, and also make that decision. When I talk like this, it's not necessarily me. Don't come to me just because you're hearing Sean say it, but change your life for the better. And what would you say to someone that maybe you've felt like you at the beginning, that were looking for a personal trainer, that's not maybe there to take that next step? What would you suggest to them?
I say, try your hardest to look for people to surround yourself with that'll instill that belief in you that you're capable of doing anything. Like, generally in December, I went out and struggled to run a 5k, and it was the conversations that I was having with you in the gym that made me feel like, actually, I can go out and do this. And I think you need people around you that motivate you to do that. So if there is anybody kind of looking to start a fitness journey, then you need to surround yourself with those people that instill the belief in you that you're capable of anything, and that's going to spur you on. And that's what's spurring me on just now. Like I says, I've went from not running at all to being gutted when I can't fit in a run, like this week, for example. It's like totally transformed, and it's all because of the people that you surround yourself with and the belief that they instill in you. Yeah.
So last question, Sean. What, like, not out of the gym, so Hyrox is technically out of the gym, but has there been anything within the gym that has stuck out to you and your experience thus far, like in our journey together, but inside the gym, whether it be an exercise, whether it be a session that maybe just switched slightly? Is there anything that sticks out with training with me and is going to stick with you as a little bit of a motivator?
Yeah, generally, just for me, the motivator is every time you walk out of a session, like, generally the feeling that I have walking out of sessions is unreal. I'm like, got that in the bag, smashed it. Even the bad days, you know that I'm hard on myself sometimes, and you walk out of those sessions going, nah, like, we need to get better and we need to do better. And that's what's sticking with me, and that's what's driving me on, is like, every week, if we're not improving, like, I'm so determined to get back in that gym and smash it again. Yeah, and as your coach and personal trainer, does make me really, like, I'm super proud of where you've come thus far, but also that attitude. Sometimes I'm like, hey, just relax, be a bit calmer, but I definitely do think that has pushed you to where you are. 100%. I can only do so much as a personal trainer and coach. I've said that my whole career.
As a personal trainer and as a coach, there's only so much I can do to get a client to where they want to be. It's up to you as a person, and you have embodied everything to the absolute minute exercise to try and get better. So thank you for that, and I look forward to seeing where you go.
Yeah, Johnny's just starting, isn't it?
Awesome. Thanks, Sean.
Cheers, mate.